Chuck, who was that? So that was Anthem. We're going to talk about that a little bit later in the show. But welcome everybody to EA Play. I'm Andrea Renee, and while you might recognize me from the gaming community, I'm kind of a new face around here. So this year, EA wanted to change things up because they know that I'm both a gamer and a fan. So they invited me to come and host the show. And I think this year is going to be a lot of fun, you guys. I hope you're ready because we're about to kick the press conference off. But before we do that, EA Play is more than just the show you're about to watch. Right behind these doors, there is a
hablando de números, de
aquí
hay miles de jugadores,
it's a full
muchísima
3-day
gente,
gaming festival where
creadores de
thousands
contenido
of
de la
gamers
comunidad.
can come and play games for free. Now, inside the theater here, there are hundreds of community members from all over the world who are going to be capturing, streaming, and getting their first impressions of the games that we're going to be showing off here today. But before we can get to that, we've got some reveals, of course. We're going to kick things off with a look at Battlefield 5 multiplayer. Now, I know Trevor Noah gave you the first look.
FIFA 2019 hay grandes novedades y dice que si hay fans del Mundial,
Then we're going to move on to FIFA 19, and boy, do they have some big news, you guys. Any World Cup fans? You guys excited? Yeah, it's going to be awesome. Then we've got 2 new indie games to share, and then I'm going to come back towards the end of the show with some of my favorite developers to give you guys a nice, meaty look at Anthem. And of course, yeah, we got the woos for Anthem. I'm into it. You want to do this with me? Well, wouldn't it be fun, you guys, if I told you all the secrets at once, right? Well, give him a break. He needs to just enjoy the show. So without further ado, let's get things started.
Bueno, venga, a ver.
Esto empieza un poco más serio de lo que...
Sí, sí. Venga, a ver.
Bueno, veremos.
Right, it's time to kick this thing off. It's been 2 weeks since the reveal of
Ha habido muchas preguntas de la comunidad.
It's been exciting, there's been a lot of speculation, and so many brilliant remixes of a reveal trailer.
Queréis saber cómo funciona la personalización.
Lots and lots of questions from the community. And we've heard you want to see more gameplay innovations. You want to know how customization actually works. You want to know more about our take on the Second World War. So today, we'll show you more gameplay.
Dice que va a ser su campo de batalla más inmersivo hasta ahora.
It certainly is.
Oh, vas a poder coger las armas estacionarias y moverlas por el campo de batalla. Dice que han renovado el sistema de destrucciones.
You will now be able to move these weapons around on the battlefield and gain advantages. And our renowned destruction system is back and more impactful than ever. So,
Puedes personalizar tus soldados,
you can't really hide from those pesky
vehículos y
tanks
armas,
anymore as they
no solo
come
para el
chasing
gameplay,
you
sino
forward,
también por
as
el
they rip
aspecto.
through those buildings. And you will now be able to customize your soldiers, your vehicles, and your weapons, not only for the gameplay, but for the looks, as part of our portrayal of the Second World War.
And that's just the tip of the iceberg about the fight. You're going to see a lot more of our new gameplay systems here at EA Play from our community.
Queremos hablaros de esas historias no contadas.
In war stories.
Yes, let's do that. So we want to tell you about those untold stories that got us excited to start with.
Ser testigos de los hombres y las mujeres.
It's about what you will see is really those moments of human heroism. It is about witnessing the war through the eyes of the men and the women who shaped the world forever. Real and relatable people facing the brutality of
mañana durante la conferencia de Xbox van a enseñar más.
Exclusive look at the Nordlys war story over at the Xbox briefing tomorrow.
Thanks, that's
no loot
something
boxes,
not to miss tomorrow.
Y no hay pase premium. Vale, eso ya lo dijeron, pero bueno, el aplauso fácil lo quieren sacar.
On an expanding journey through the Second World War. No loot boxes, no premium pass. Every day.
Oh, venga ya, en serio, sacan el Royal, modo Battle Royale.
Something I know a lot of you have been asking for.
reimaginado.
It's Royal.
A ver, puede estar guay. Pero dice lo que muchos habéis estado pidiendo, es como mentira. Mentira.
So we bring those pillars of Battlefield with destruction, team play, vehicles into this new experience. So we will bring you experience that you haven't played before in Battlefield or anywhere else. But more about that later this year.
So with that, it's time to show you what makes Battlefield
es la de Electronic Arts, empezando por Battlefield, luego irá creo que FIFA, irá supongo saldrá Madden también, el Anthem.
Fighting across multiple maps and modes. Welcome to your next Battlefield experience, and this is your first look at ground operations. And this time, even featuring music.
Es otra cosa, ¿eh?
Esto sí, tío, esto sí.
Increíble, ¿no?
¿Por qué no han enseñado esto antes?
Ya ves.
¿Eh?
Ya ves, porque querían llamar a los niños rata.
Ikke en dråpe. Jeg elsker deg.
¡Sus! Ya pasamos al FIFA.
Ei,
Quando eu era criança, sempre sonhei em tornar-me um campeão.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
É preciso determinação e vontade de vencer.
Tú eres un campeón.
Até mesmo nos momentos mais difíceis, tu tens de continuar a acreditar. Esta é a tua oportunidade de te mostrares ao mundo. Tu és um campeão.
La chilena.
I bled for this moment, I done fought prepared for this moment. Now I'm off the ledge and I'm floating. Want my name in a raptor's name, but you after pain and the passion reigns as a champion.
Bueno, pues, a ver, lo que se ha visto del Battlefield 5 me ha gustado, Ha estado guay.
Ha estado muy chulo. Ha sido un tráiler muy bueno. Y los gráficos, estos sí que son más gráficos in-game y muy bien, ¿eh?
That's the UEFA Champions League, the pinnacle of club football, where the world's best clubs compete and icons of the game like Gerrard and Cruyff cemented their legacies. The world's biggest league joins
Hans
the
Zimmer ha
world's game.
colaborado en el tráiler. Hans Zimmer, que es...
And a special
vamos,
thanks to the legendary Hans Zimmer.
hombre, a lo mejor
and
ha puesto a uno de
LA's
sus
own Vince
discípulos,
Staples for
supongo,
collaborating
porque
with us on the trailer.
para un tráiler de
And I really love
FIFA.
the trailer because it captures our epic vision for how the Champions League comes to life in FIFA 19. And Lena's going to tell you a little bit more about that.
As Aaron said, the UEFA Champions League is an amazing addition for the game. It's where football's biggest heroes like Ronaldo and Neymar clash every year. And it's the place where champions rise. And you've been asking for this for a long time, and we are thrilled that it's here. And that's why we're bringing the Champions League across the game. There'll be an authentic Champions League tournament mode.
Que van a meter la Champions a tope ahora, oficial todo, y que en el modo historia, que es el tercer año que sigue en la historia del jugador que se inventaron, pues se jugará la Champions.
And we'll share more details on that along with all our other Ultimate Team features later this summer.
And all that's just the beginning. As you know, the heart and soul of FIFA is gameplay. And this year we're giving you the tools to control the pitch in every moment, from your tactical approach to the match to each technical touch. And we know how passionate you are about gameplay, so we've worked hard to shape and refine our vision for FIFA 19 with input from our community. From hands-on tests with beginners to detailed feedback sessions with FIFA pros. And we're going to be sharing a lot more about gameplay throughout the summer, but what I can tell you right now is that the quality bar in gameplay was raised yet again this year.
Vale.
So we look forward to everybody experiencing the game on the hands-on sessions this week. And also, of course, we're extremely excited for everybody to play it when we launch on September 28th. And that's our FIFA 19 news, headlined by the UEFA Champions League. But I just wanted to take a minute to pause and reflect. Standing next to this trophy is a little bit surreal. You know, growing up, there's two iconic trophies that every young player dreams of winning. And for your club, it's this one, the pursuit of Champions League glory. But for your country, it's this trophy, the World Cup. And with the tournament starting in just 5 days, we're excited for the world to compete for it in FIFA 18.
As you can imagine, all of us
Hace una actualización del Mundial 2018
and we want to celebrate
gratis
with FIFA 18 players, which is why we've just
para el
updated the
FIFA
game
2018.
with a free World
Eso está
Cup
guay.
experience on PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PS, PC, and Nintendo Switch. But you can take Ronaldo and Portugal to their first World Cup victory. Or you can write your own story with some great nations who didn't qualify this year. Or you can make a crazy dream a reality for your home country, like mine, Iceland. Who would have thought that a nation of only 350,000 people would ever qualify? And you can feel their excitement.
Apologies to any England fans in the room, that might still sting. And Lena isn't the only one who's excited. FIFA 18 players are loving the World Cup experience so far. But we don't want to stop there. We want to invite everyone to come and join the celebration. So I'm pleased to announce that for a limited time, FIFA 18 complete with the entire World Cup experience is available for a free trial on PlayStation 4
Pues nada, prueba gratuita de
and on
FIFA
PC through Origin Access.
2018.
Yeah, you can download and play the entire game right now for free. Yeah.
Prueba gratuita.
Sí, del FIFA 2018.
So to kick off the trial, we've got some of the world's biggest creators who are going to be playing live at the end of the show, representing their nations in a little mini World Cup tournament.
And this summer will bring so much more for FIFA fans. Plenty of FIFA 18
Joder, la islandesa, tronco. La islandesa está como loca porque se ha clasificado Islandia para el
In the
Mundial.
meantime, let's all enjoy the World Cup. Thank you, and auf Island!
It is the big day on the biggest stage at the World Cup.
Good morning. EA Sports, FIFA 19. You know, the FIFA community never rests. 20 million people from 60 countries playing in competitive leagues this year. Well, the FIFA team never rests either. bringing the Champions League and the World Cup and so much other greatness to FIFA this year. We can't wait for you to experience it all. We've got so much to do here today, but I want to welcome you to EA Play. It's our third EA Play and our second one in Hollywood, and we couldn't be more excited to have you with us to share all the games that we have to show you. We've got lots to do, but before we move on, I'd like to share just a couple of things.
Bueno, esto básicamente está introduciendo para decir que van a intentar seguir por el camino de Netflix. Suscripción y streaming, juegos por streaming.
Listening to music, reading books has never been easier. And we believe that disruption is going to have a profound impact on our industry in the next few years. And so over the last couple of weeks, you will have seen that we announced a new team from Israel has joined Electronic Arts to help our investment to extend our thinking and extend our pioneering into this cloud gaming world. For many people, that's going to mean extending the experiences they already play on our partner platforms. For others, it's going to mean new games and new modalities of play across a whole variety of platforms. But for everyone, it's going to mean playing games anywhere, anytime. So this week we've got a tech demo running. All of our games streaming in HD from the cloud to multiple devices that you'll be able to try out for yourselves. Now it's not quite ready for full
el Origin Access que pusieron quieren que sea su modelo de negocio a partir de ahora. Quieren tener un modelo de negocio con ordenadores en la nube, servidores que te estén renderizando el juego y tú básicamente lo único que necesitas es conexión, una pantalla que puede ser la del móvil o puede ser la de la tele. Y un mando, ya está, es lo único que quieren que necesites, algún dispositivo que tenga conexión a internet y un controlador.
Battlefield 5 and of course Anthem. And there'll be many more titles in the years to come. Second, you get access to the Vault, our library of over 100 games from EA and other publishers. And third, it will launch later this summer. So that's a little later in the year.
Prueba gratuita de Origin Access este fin de semana. Quieren potenciar mucho esto. Esto le conviene muchísimo a EA porque como distribuidora es de las más grandes o la más grande que hay, quitando a las first parties, vamos, la Sony, Xbox y Nintendo. Entonces le conviene esto porque una suscripción les permite tener clientes fieles que no se van a pasar a otras suscripciones. Entonces les permiten quitarle más público a la compañía, porque una cosa es si sacan juegos y ya está, pues tú vas por juegos, dices este sí, este no, este sí, este no. Si un año no sacan juegos buenos, pues dicen pues nada, pues no me compro ninguno. Pero si es una suscripción es distinto.
Hey everybody, what's up? So I'm here sitting inside the crowd at EA Play, and I just happened to find Mr. Vince Zampella here in the audience from Respawn. What's going on, Vince? How you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. I love this stuff. I love seeing new games.
Son los creadores de
Titan. Someone's super excited about that event on PC, right? Yeah. So, you guys may have seen that Vince was tweeting yesterday, and there has been a bunch of speculation.
Increíble, que los equipos están haciendo cosas, son una pasada, pero todavía no están listos para enseñarlas.
We're working on a bunch of stuff. It's amazing. The teams are kicking ass.
Su juego de Star Wars.
We wanted to bring a little tidbit. So we've been working with Lucas on getting the name and kind of the setting for what our Star Wars game is going to be, and we're going to talk about it right now.
Jedi,
oh, you guys got any guesses? I bet you the internet is going wild right now.
I hope so. So the Star Wars name is Jedi Fallen Order.
Vamos, que juegas con un Jedi.
So Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Yeah, so it kind of gives you some idea that you'll be playing a Jedi.
So does that mean I get to like hold a lightsaber?
Yes.
Dice que tiene lugar cuando los Jedi están siendo cazados.
So Vince, you got anything else?
Durante los tiempos
Well,
oscuros.
it takes place during the dark times. Trying to be a little vague here, but when the Jedis are being
Entre el episodio
hunted,
3 y el 4.
it's going to be spectacular.
So for all
Parece que estaba un poco explicado ya, pero la tía no debe ser la más fan de Star Wars.
Between which episodes is it?
Between 3 and 4.
Okay, all right, between 3 and 4. That sounds like a nice time. You got any other tidbits? No?
It's not a nice...
It's a dark time.
It's a dark time.
Bad time. Does that mean it's going to just be all dark and serious?
It's amazing.
All right, so I think people are now anxiously want to know, like, when can we play the game?
It will be holiday of next year, 2019, not this year.
Dice, el año que viene aquí sí, que habrá más cosillas de este juego.
Set expectations, we're all going to be amped up, and hopefully we'll hear more from you maybe next year.
Oh yeah.
Well, Vince, it was great to see you. Thanks for stopping by the show today. We do have a little bit more news on Star Wars, so I'm going to toss it over to Dennis.
A ver qué dicen.
Hello there. My name is Dennis. I work at DICE in Stockholm on Star Wars Battlefront 2. I'm really happy and excited to be here today, so thank you so much for hanging out with me for a little bit. So we launched our game in November of last year, and clearly we didn't get it quite right. So instead of coming out of the gate sprinting like we really wanted to, we had to take a step back and make sure that we were delivering the game that our players really wanted. So we decided to completely overhaul our progression system and add a bunch of new character cosmetics for players to collect instead. So from there, we added a new hunt mode inspired by the original Battlefront games that I loved personally, starting with the Ewoks on Endor. And thank you. It turned out to be by far the most popular update of the game, and the team loved building Ewok Hunt. So, as you might know, we're currently in our Han Solo season with content
que vuelve el modo de extracción, uno de sus favoritos.
It's headlined by the new planet
Kessel, que en verano introducen un nuevo sistema de escuadrones
and it features the return of one of our favorite modes, extraction.
Jugar en equipo mucho más fácil.
Looking forward a little bit. This summer, we will be introducing a new squad system to the game,
nuevo modo de
which will allow you
Starfighter
to
con
team up much easier and play with
más
your
naves.
We're also adding a new Starfighter mode focused around dogfighting with your hero ships. And looking ahead a little bit more, we will also be delivering a new large-scale multiplayer sandbox experience focused around
Nuevos,
command
dice que
posts
sabemos que habéis estado pidiendo
and
nuevos personajes,
and taking out capital ships. But
los
that's not all.
villanos.
We know that you have been asking for new heroes, villains, and planets.
Las Clone Wars, las guerras clon,
that features a very iconic
confirmadas para Battlefront 2.
So I'm excited to confirm that Battlefront 2 this year will be going deep into the Clone Wars.
El nivel más grande que jamás han construido para Battlefront saldrá con las guerras clon.
That we begin on the planet
Héroes y villanos.
featuring multiple levels, including the largest level we have ever built for Battlefront. So let's talk about the heroes and villains. First, let me introduce
Obi-Wan
the most
Kenobi.
powerful droid, the leader of the most powerful droid army in the galaxy, General Grievous.
Iba siendo horas.
And yes, he will be going up against
Siendo
my
hora de que
own
saliera
personal
Obi-Wan.
favorite, Jedi Master Obi-Wan Kenobi. Finally making his debut in Battlefront after all these years. So, but we're not done. That's not it. They will not come alone. Joining them is the Dark Lord
Anakin.
and leader of the Separatist Alliance, Count Dooku, as well as someone to bring balance to the Force, Obi-Wan's unruly Padawan, Anakin Skywalker.
¿Y Jar Jar Binks?
The team at home is extremely excited to be building all of these cool things. EA
Muchísimas gracias por jugar al equipo, al juego. Gracias por vuestro feedback. Queremos hacer que este juego sea lo mejor posible. No habría Battlefront sin vosotros. Gracias por estar con vosotros y a tomar por culo. Pues bueno. Buenas noticias para el Battlefront, ¿no?
Ay, es que parece mentira que tenga que pasar lo que pasó antes para que se den cuenta.
Sí, los de DICE no aprenden, ¿eh? Hasta que la gente no se cabrea, no espabilan un poquito.
A ver,
El Unravel 2, supongo.
Hi, it's really good to see you. In Unravel, we used yarn to symbolize love.
De que al principio de la partida lo pierdes todo, incluyendo tu chispa, y que de repente encuentras
you
la
lose
esperanza,
everything, including your spark.
una nueva unión, y recuperas tu
When things
chispa.
are at their darkest, you find hope. And you form a new bond. And your spark is rekindled. And it leads you off on an adventure. So welcome to Unravel 2.
De las pequeñas almas que se niegan a rendirse.
Fresh starts and second chances. These two little souls who refuse to give up and who build something new and beautiful
el optimismo y en estar junto.
And the whole game is inspired by that spirit of optimism and togetherness. You see, it's all made to be played with two characters. You can play it alone, or you can play it in co-op with a friend, but there's always two characters there sharing one yarn and working together to get through this adventure. This game, it's quite different from the first. It's both friendlier.
Bueno, dice que el juego tiene cooperativo y tal, y que ha traído a alguien que le ayude a enseñar cómo funciona.
And we think it's a worthy successor. And I want to show it to you now. So I brought some help. So please welcome Michael to the stage. So a producer at Coldwood.
Quiere mostrar cómo se puede jugar el juego en cooperativo contigo mismo.
And we're going to try to show you a little bit of what I'm talking about how you can play the game in co-op with yourself, essentially.
So this wasn't prepared.
There we are. So when you're playing it by yourself, you can essentially pick up the other character and carry them along through the more fast-paced segments of the game. And we actually tried to include a bit more of those because we figured that since it's a co-op game, we wanted to have more like thrill and danger and kind of wow moments, places that were like fun and exciting. And then when you get to the more puzzly areas like this, when you're problem solving, you can split apart into two and switch back and forth between the two characters, because that's how we've essentially designed all the problems and puzzles of the game, that you're always working together and helping each other out and utilizing this bond between you to overcome any obstacle that you come across.
Bueno, ahora dice que se ha unido y ahora cada uno maneja
so I guess
uno.
I'll jump in at this point.
Yeah, come join me. Yeah. So I'm going to be the red one.
Okay.
You'll be the blue one.
I'll be blue. A little celebratory flip there. And the bird is back. Oops. Okay. Playing it safely now. Oops. I'll swing. All right. Nice. And I'll catch you. There you go. Can I swing now? Okay, you go ahead. So here it goes. Oh. Okay, this is the scary part. Let's see if we can do it.
Le llamaba bastardo al pavo, No, bastardo.
Oh, very nice. No. Oh, faster. Oh, sweet, well done. Okay, I'll go up and distract the grouse. I'll sneak up here. Okay, your turn.
Yeah, look at me.
There you go. Keep him over to the left. Now I'll go.
All right. Now
I'll
pull you up. There you go.
Yo creo que están más sin respirar porque se buguee el pavo.
Now we can breathe again. Yeah, finally.
Que porque les pueda pillar o algo. Yo creo que estaban con la piel de gallina de Dios mío. El pavo, a ver si nos lo pasamos rápido, que no haya ningún bug por aquí.
Ha triunfado.
Yeah, I really hope you like it. And before I go, I just want to send some love to the team back home, because working on this game has been a completely amazing team effort in so many levels, and everybody has worked so hard. So there's a bunch of us from Coldwood here, and thank you to those, and thank you to everybody back home, and thank you. Love you.
Kingdom come, till kingdom come, my kingdom come, my kingdom come. The sea waves are my evening gold, and the sun on my head is my crown. I made this kingdom on my own, and all the mountains are my home. Your kingdom come, your kingdom come, my kingdom come, my kingdom come, my kingdom come.
Sí, está muy chulo.
Thank you, Martin, and the brilliant team at Coldwood. The game is really strong. These guys have done an amazing job, and it's clear that they have a lot of passion, and I can't personally wait to play on Rebel 2 with my kids. But what's even more amazing is that we will make Rebel 2 available.
El juego sale hoy y lo anuncian hoy.
Yep, you heard that right. You'll be able to take these two Yarnies on their next big adventure starting today. The game is finished, it's out.
Oh my God!
So thank you, Martin, and thank you to the team at Coldwood. Back in 2015, we started on this journey with the original Unravel to seek out the most creative, independent developers and bring them into our EA Originals program. It's been our way of helping these creators bring their unique games to the world and to tell their stories. And last year, if you remember, Joseph Fares was up here on stage representing his team at Hazelight and The Way Out. And I think we all kind of remember that. And you might even remember him from the Game Awards as well. I think I did. Anyhow, in March, that game caught fire. It's innovative, it's fun, and it's something fresh and new. And you all loved it. We saw over 2 million players in the first 2 weeks. And A Way Out is such a huge success that Joseph and his team are expanding and moving into a new studio.
So stories like this drive our industry, and it's why we will continue to work with independent developers to help them realize their dreams. Which leads us to our next EA Originals title, from a little game studio in Berlin called Joe My Games. When I met this team and I saw the game, I was instantly drawn to how personal this story was. It's one that carries a very powerful and important message. And it's unlike
Esto se ha visto un poquillo en el tráiler de antes.
So please welcome Connie Gepper to the stage from Joe My Games to tell you more about Sea of Solitude.
Sí, ha dicho que es otro equipo como el de Unravel, ¿no? Están buscando equipos medio indies, ¿no? Por ahí para impulsar sus juegos y tal. Entonces, claro, esta chica, por ejemplo, llega aquí que está entusiasmada, claro, o sea, pasa de tener un estudio pequeñito con una idea y un juego. Dice que es de Berlín, un estudio pequeñito indie en Berlín.
We are Yomai, a small indie game studio from Berlin, and we are developing Sea of Solitude.
Estoy flipando ahora ser parte de los juegos de EA y tal, y nada, vamos a contaros un poco más de vuestro juego.
Originals is simply amazing.
Cuando los humanos se quedan solos, acaban convirtiéndose en monstruos, dice.
When humans get too lonely, they turn into monsters. This is at the core of everything you will see, hear, and hopefully feel while playing SOS. What makes this underlying concept so important and so unique is that nearly every human
Dice que ella empezó a escribir la historia cuando se sentía más sola en su vida.
In my case, I started writing the story when I felt the loneliest in my life. I think as an artist, you process your emotional world by letting it out and putting it into your art. I'm still amazed how the concept seems to just float out of me right into the hand and onto the paper. I think
dice que aunque tiene lugar en una ambientación de fantasía y tal, en realidad es una historia humana de algo que todos podemos sentir dentro de nosotros mismos. Y las personas que sufren y bueno, pues que quiere transmitir eso con su juego.
We achieve all this in playful ways so that players who wants to simply enjoy a fantastic experience can do so. But player who wants to look a bit deeper can reveal a whole emotional world
de una chica joven que está sufriendo un montón por soledad y
from such strong loneliness that her inner feeling, the darkness, the anger, the hopelessness, worthlessness turns to the outside and she becomes a monster. The game is about finding out why this happened to her, but also how to turn her back into a human. Ultimately, the goal is to bring all those emotions into balance. Some needs to become bigger, some would be better off a little smaller, but to embrace.
Dice que tienes que acabar aceptando los sentimientos malos, las cosas malas y tal, como parte de ti, que igual que aceptas la felicidad y demás, que va de volver a convertirse en ser humano después de haberse convertido en monstruo.
Is this real?
This world that I live in is empty and cold. The loneliness cuts me and tortures my soul. I'm no child of destiny and no fortune's son. I've just chased you so long now, I'm too weak to run. A new day is here, but nothing
principios de 2019.
alone in my room.
Pinta bastante interesante.
Bueno, tío. Oye, pues no me estaréis buscando, tío. No, ya empezamos.
No, lo están haciendo muy bien, ¿no? Ahora viene NBA. Electronic Arts no se cansa de hacer el ridículo con los juegos de baloncesto.
Oye, por ahora bien Battlefield 5, bueno Battlefield 2.
Sí, el Unravel, guay. Sí, Solitude está guay. Va bien, la experiencia va bien, la verdad. A ver que si no se hace muy espeso ahora con el NBA y con el Madden y UFC o el NHL, a saber. Pero bueno, el NBA Live es... No sé, la gente se puede quejar de que hablen de FIFA y tal si no te interesa, pero FIFA al menos es un juego que tiene muchísimos fans. El NBA Live no lo quiere nadie, ni regalado.
My name's Shea Kivlin, aka Young Kiv. I'm from Seattle, Washington. The only goal of mine is really to win the Madden belt.
Kiv's been going after that belt since 2016. At some point, he's going to need to get out of this quarterfinal and claim a major.
It's a big night for Young Kiv. He's been stuck at the quarterfinals.
And here he is now in his first championship game, looking to accomplish a goal.
3rd and 4, throws it low. T.Y. drops it.
De momento han puesto un tráiler de un juego y han saltado a tráiler.
To 19.
I hate losing way more than I love winning.
Oh, we have a credible matchup. It's a rematch. Touchdown, Kev. Nick, he throws it high, and young Kev is going to be your champion. Can I play you again? You want to get smacked again?
Han saltado del NBA al Madden.
Madden 18 champion.
He's finally done it.
Okay, baby, how you doing?
I've been good. You still recovering from that butt whooping?
Wow, already starting. Okay. Hi everybody, I'm Juju Smith-Schuster from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Vamos a ver, en este momento
King of Touchdown Celebrations.
American Feeling se ha disparado.
As you guys know, this is Young Kiv.
Están hablando del juego de fútbol americano, que es prácticamente un...
desconocido.
Sí. Y sin embargo al mismo tiempo allí tiene mucho éxito. Yo lo he probado y me parece bastante mal el juego, pero bueno.
I've always been a competitor. When I was in high school, I was playing baseball, I hurt my arm. So then I picked up Madden, and at first I was really bad. I was getting blown out online, but I kept at it. I put more and more time into it. Eventually I made my first tournament, but I had a big decision. It was the same time as my graduation.
Que él empezó a jugar a tope al Madden cuando se jodió el brazo jugando al béisbol y que de ahí pues, se acabó convirtiendo en campeón de Madden 18.
You said you had the decision to go to your graduation or go to a tournament. So like, what did you do?
I chased that money. I still got my diploma, but I chased that money.
There you go. We're out here chasing money. That's awesome. Okay, now the past few years, how has it been for you? I know you had some ups and downs.
It's been tough. I've had a lot of devastating losses. I've been
que le gusta el cinturón.
I made the final on TV and got blown out. But all those losses made me gain a lot of mental toughness, and that's why I got this belt.
That's awesome. That belt is so amazing. There's a lot of, bling on that belt for you. Well, today, EA Play, first look at the Madden 19 trailer. Super excited. It's going to be so fun. It's lit. I honestly wish I can stay right here and talk to you guys forever, but I'm not going to board you guys. We're going to go out. I'm going to try to take this belt, round 2. So we're out. Have a good day.
You've worked your whole life to get to moments like these. To the very top of the mountain. you battle through the pain and failure. All just to get to this place where you've been told legends are born. You fall so you can rise. And you rise so that you can truly see that it was really never about reaching the end of the road at all. But about all the moments that got you here.
Dice Foxy que qué juegos han salido ya. Y creo que me falta alguno que se me ha olvidado ya. No, porque teníamos Battlefield 5, el FIFA, el Unravel 2. Y después del Unravel 2, ¿cuál ha salido?
El del mar este, ¿no?
El del Sea of Solitude ha sido justo después del...
el NBA.
Sí, bueno. Vale, entonces igual no me he dejado ninguno.
Una pregunta, Pedro, ¿cuánto has subido de Battlefield?
Al principio.
Vale.
Han hablado...
Ha estado muy guay.
Han hablado del Battlefield 5, pero del Battlefront... Ah, el Battlefront 2 ha salido.
Sí,
vale, luego ha salido también el jefazo, el CEO, a contar el nuevo modelo de negocio que esperan extender, que, bueno, que ya...
Sure thing. The
Estuve
objective is
explicando hace un
straightforward.
tiempo
Destroy the opponent's base to
que
win.
Nea nos lo
Unit control,
explicaron y
super
tal,
simple.
que
Just tap
es por donde
tap
quieren
the
tirar, con
destination,
Origin
unit
Access y tal.
automatically moves there. The most efficient
Y
way to
ha salido
destroy the opponent's
también
base
uno
is
de
with
los de
this
Respawn
giant
Entertainment,
nuclear
que
missile
están
in the center of
trabajando
the
en
map.
un nuevo juego de Star
Control the
Wars
missile
que se va a
by
llamar
standing on the
Jedi
majority of the control points.
La Orden
A bar
Caída,
fills up while the missile is possessed. Whoever controls the missile,
que de momento no van a salir gran cosa porque dice que no está listo para enseñarlo, pero que el año que viene lo veremos en el E3.
Es que he entrado, me he colado un momentito en Tyson y he oído algo de Geonosis y las guerras clon.
Sí, las guerras clon.
Fighting for the blue side of the room. If you could please give a cheer for one of the most formidable RTX players there is.
Y por
Make some
los
noise
Sith,
for In Control.
el Conde Dooku y el General Grievous.
Yes.
Luego, también decir que están ahora de oferta en Origin. El Battlefront 2 está con un 65% de descuento, creo que está a 20 pavos.
A competitive mobile gaming phenomenon. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Nick at Night.
Buena pinta, tío. Entonces tú...
La verdad es que lo que estamos viendo me está gustando.
Está bien, esto no me entra muy bien de qué es lo que van a enseñar, pero parece todo un poco tontería. No sé.
It really is. I can't wait.
All right, are the players ready? Let's get this thing going.
Ready to go. I'm ready to go. Let's do it.
All right, let's kick this off. Nice little strategy game for those of you out there. It's a good genre. I'm very excited for this. The players are loading in and we are ready to kick
Here we go.
off as the players' bases have been deployed and the action begins like any strategy game. Economy will be the focus. We have a harvester to start things off. Nothing too crazy yet.
Nothing too crazy.
Now the infantry is going to come out to hold that top point. Both players, of course, trying to take that position. Nick and Knight being able to reach it a little bit first in a strategy game. That flank position that In Control is going from the top side. Also very important as Nick and Knight's forces have to circle around the center.
Right, let's see if he's able to create a 2-on-1. Is he able to get there? Looks like he's getting there. Here comes GDI with a Rhino. It's going to rip up those infantry.
Yeah, going for the anti-infantry. And like any strategy game, the units that you're going to use when you deploy them will have a huge impact. Your micromanagement of your forces and protecting that economy as well.
Yep. Nick and Knight with some attack bikes in the top. There he is.
And In Control placing the turret on the top right side to help cover that Rhino as attack bikes move towards the northwest position. We can see that the missile is beginning to ready and firing that. That takes out half your base. The most important objective on the map is to hold those control zones.
Right, and In Control making a lot of progress to that far right side of the match.
He's done a great job of holding that down with the turret, and now he's redeploying his vehicles to the south side, bringing out more infantry to deal with the attack bikes. And as that economy ramps up, of course, we're seeing bigger, more powerful units come out. We have there the drill pod coming in the left side to help flank
those some flamethrowers. Right, absolutely. Again, those are going to tear through those infantry.
Yeah, and In Control brings out his first tank. That's going to be used to try and help push back these smaller forces as he makes his way to the south side. That missile passing halfway now. Both two zones in control of Nick at Night. He will have the missiles. We see it starts to point towards In Control's base.
Let's see if In Control can get around to that top corner, able to halt that missile. He does contest the missile, putting it into the yellow position.
Yeah, very important, of course, blocking the pathing of those units is another big factor for this strategy. Holding those locations is so crucial as In Control begins to secure the northwest spot. Another tank's going to come out from Nick at Night to take it out, but now he's bringing out the Pitbull as well to help lock down that north position.
This missile is very, very close to firing. Let's see what's going to happen.
With another turret, In Control flanks, he takes the top, that missile,
and that
fires off.
Wow.
And Nick at Night, one shot away from being knocked out here. And the next one will start to ready up in just a moment's time. In Control's very heady artillery force has been doing a great job at taking control of the map.
Yep.
And we can see as more of Nick and Knight's forces move up towards that north position, those harvesters, of course, very crucial, very important to protect those as your economy allows you to get these big late game units. The units are going to come out a bit more slowly as you get more of them on the field. But In Control, just spreading his forces out, trying to hold this advantage that he's had so far.
Nick at Night is trying to get in there, but there's a great turret placement from In Control, blocking and just ripping through again those infantry.
And we see In Control now moving his tank towards this.
Another drill pod we're seeing with some flame tanks.
Yeah, bring in the flank. Of course, those flame guys do amazing damage to the infantry, help to clean that out. Meanwhile, two more tanks coming out from Nick at Night to try and secure those positions.
Bueno, lo están contando como si fuera lo más interesante del mundo, ¿no? Se están rodeando, tal. Vale, tío, supongo que si estás jugando está interesante. Si tienes alguna idea de qué carajo va el juego.
And we see that missile is starting to get close to firing with 3 zones.
Pero no sé, o sea, la manera de atraer gente a un juego igual no es poniéndoles un gameplay sin enseñarles cómo que es nada de esto y gritando muy emocionados. ¡Oh, está a punto de destruirle el Western Frenchman! Vale.
And Nick and Knight's gonna fire that one off and settle for next missile is gonna end it.
Next missile wins. Let's see what happens.
We'll have control. The Wolverines, as you pointed out, for In Control coming out to try and deal with these forces. But Nick at Night's done a great job of getting map presence and now also harassing the economy of In Control.
Yep. Wow. Okay, we've got our first mammoth tank on the board. If In Control can get this in position, he's going to do some serious damage.
That missile just past halfway ready. He's also bringing out his first air unit.
Wow.
To deal with those.
A lot going on here.
It's got a lot of range, that big boy, and In Control just needs to hold.
This missile is nearly going to fire.
It can be stolen at any.
Where's it going to go?
Royale y más piedra.
Sí.
Got it, Max.
There it is.
Gonna take it. StarCraft, Clash Royale.
That was epic. Amazing. What a match. Thank you so much.
That was awesome.
Any thoughts, guys?
I just came to make mammoth tanks, so I've done my job.
Yeah. Absolutely.
That was awesome. We saw a little bit of everything right there.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Let's hear it for Nathanius, Nick at Night, and In Control. Ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was the worldwide reveal of Command and Conquer.
Es que no me había enterado muy bien de lo que estaban enseñando, ¿vale? Pero eso era un Command.
Rivals reimagines the real-time strategy experience for mobile. We're giving players complete, continuous control of their armies in quick, competitive, head-to-head matches
que sale ya en pre-alfa, así que chavales, si no tenéis nada mejor que hacer, ahí tenéis un juego de jugar en
But I'm
móvil.
excited to announce that Android players can play the pre-alpha today. So head to the Google Play Store, search Command & Conquer Rivals. The studio has been having an absolute blast playing this game, and we can't wait for you to play. Please let us know what you think. Thank you.
Bueno.
Anthem.
No sé, porque esto es muy diferente del gameplay que enseñaron. Sí, será el tráiler del Command & Conquer. Es típico gastarse más dinero en el tráiler de esta clase de juegos que del juego en sí. Y en la publicidad en general, vamos.
Para móvil, ¿no?
Sí.
Command and Conquer for a new generation.
Sí, Hola, Enrique.
Now, before we close the show with a spectacular epic anthem, I wanted to share a few final things.
EA Play.
I am blessed to be able to work with some of the most creative people on the planet who come to work every day to create amazing entertainment. And what I can say about all of those teams and what I can say about us is that we are always trying to learn and listen and strive to be better. And so as you look at the 10 experiences that you're going to see today, and as you play games this week, there's some things we hope come through. First, that at the very core is choice. Is that you as players get to choose how you play, what you play, when you play, and what devices you play on. That in making those choices, you feel you are treated fairly. That no one is given an unfair advantage or disadvantage for how they choose to play. That for every moment that you invest, we know that you put so much of your life into the games we make, and that for every moment that you invest, you feel like you are rewarded and you are given value for that investment. And most importantly, that the games are fun, that we move past the grind, and that these are experiences that truly enhance your lives. And so, as we think through all the things that we're trying to do, know that we want to be better and that we want to make great games. And that as much as we love making games and as much as you love playing them, there's something that is even greater that we can do together. The power of this community when we come together to do amazing things is profound. Last weekend was the 3rd year of our Play to Give program, where we show the world how the power of play can be a positive force for social impact. Millions of you out there participated in 9 in-game challenges in our games, logging millions of hours in support of Play to Give. And to celebrate that, we contributed a total of $1 million to 3 charities that share our vision for a more inclusive world. A world where representation and equality are not something we strive for, they are the standards. And where bullying and exclusion are not an everyday threat. These 3 organizations, the United Nations He for She, Pace's National Bullying Prevention Center, and Ditch the Label, an anti-bullying organization, all are doing great work, and we're proud to support them through Play to Give. And thank you for your support. Thousands of us at EA and millions of you together doing immeasurable good because we love games. Thanks for being with us, and thanks for the incredible privilege of making games for all of you. Now, without further ado, let's take a look at Anthem.
No es gameplay.
A ver el lance.
The gods vanished and left our world in chaos, creating, altering, destroying. The anthem is all that remains.
There's a storm coming. These walls can't protect us forever.
To destroy us all.
Cosas chulas, pero yo lo que quiero es ver game. Es como Destiny, esta clase de juegos que te hacen trailers, invierte muchísima pasta en estas cosas, pero... tráiler, tal. Dice, sé que todos tenéis muchas preguntas.
You guys have seen it a couple times. It's so cool every time I see it. So
Y de que
I
han
know all of you,
traído
like me, have
a
had
miembros
tons
del
of
equipo de
questions about
BioWare
Anthem since last year because
y
we're
parece como
all
que los va a
BioWare
entrevistar
fans.
ahí en directo
So we're
o
going to
algo
do
así,
something
¿no?
a little bit different for the rest of the
Parece,
show, and we're going
tienen
to
sus
take a
sillitas,
deep
tienen sus
dive
tarjetas
into
con las
Anthem.
preguntas.
So I'm going to bring out some members of the BioWare team to chat with us. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Casey Hudson, Mark Dara, and Kathleen Rutzard.
Bueno, el trailer impresionante, ¿no? Se te escucha muy bajo, Enrique.
All right, thanks guys. Thanks for coming out today. It's kind of a thing to show, right? Yep. It's going to be very exciting. So Casey, we're going to go ahead and just jump right in and get started with you. So now, we know that you all started, or Casey, you started your career at BioWare way back in the day. Then you took a couple years off, but before you came back, you actually worked on Anthem before you left.
O sea, están chulos y tal, pero te sirven
first of all, it's
lo
amazing to be
justo
back. It's awesome to
para
be making
hacerte una idea de cómo
games
va
for
a ser.
BioWare fans. We have the best fans, so it's been super satisfying to come back to it, and I just want to be able to continue the legacy of the studio, and that's kind of where it started with Anthem, is just thinking about what is the evolution of a BioWare game, and we wanted to create a brand new world for people to discover.
Dice que querían un juego que cada vez que vuelvas a él sea diferente, que quieren que sea muy dinámico y que puedas jugarlo con amigos.
Every time you came back and played it. We also wanted to do something where, if you wanted to invite your friends into it, then you could do that as well. So that was really the initial vision of the game, not an MMO, not a multiplayer game with stories
que lo que él ha jugado está muy bien.
But something new and different, and I think the team has really captured that vision over the years.
Your fans really love the stories from BioWare, but I think we're kind of curious how you're planning to make the story work in this shared world.
So a great story for BioWare is really about characters that you can have a connection with, choices you get to make, and feeling like the story is about you. In a lot of multiplayer games, those things get diluted because you're mixing multiplayer and storytelling into the same areas. Now you can build a solution to that, but you have to really build it into the core of the game. And that's what we tried to do with Anthem. It's what we call our world, my story. So when you're out in the open world,
el mundo de
the
Anthem
world's really
es
dangerous and you're
un
focused on your
mundo
mission. And this is
viviente
where other
compartido.
players get to play with you. The thing that's really interesting about this, it's unique for Anthem, is that this is a living shared world. So whether there's
Está hablando
weather
muchísimo de que es un mundo
or it's
compartido
nighttime,
y demás.
what we're experiencing, we're experiencing together. Everyone that's playing Anthem at a moment is seeing the same thing. And this is what we mean when we talk about our world. It's a shared world that we all experience
Comenta también algo
together.
de que mundo abierto.
But then when I finish my mission, I
El
come
juego
back
estará,
to
bueno,
a base
pensaron
at Fort
encontrar un juego que
Tarsus.
no sea de mundo abierto.
And this is a single player experience. I turn in my rewards, I talk to some characters, I experience the choices of my action. And this is where your story really lives and breathes.
De que también lo han diseñado para que se pueda añadir historia en los próximos años.
An agency of a single player story with the fun of
el
teaming up
feedback de
with
la
your friends
comunidad,
to play co-op.
cuando los jugadores acaban los juegos, les dicen que quieren seguir, que quieren más, que quieren poder seguir jugando a esos
one of the
juegos.
first things that we
Entonces que
hear
este
when
juego
from
lo
our
han preparado
community
para que
is they want
puedas
to continue
seguir
to play in our
creciendo y
world when they
evolucionando y
finished
puedas
Mass Effect or
continuar con
Dragon
los
Age.
personajes que
Players
has
want more story,
acabado
and so we've designed Anthem in a
queriendo y
way
amando
that we can actually add more
y que van a
story for
crear
years to come, and it could
nuevas
be anything. A new moment
historias
with
y
a
demás.
character that you've grown to love, or an event in the world that deepens the lore,
Puedes
or an
explicarnos un poco
entirely
cómo es
new
para ti
storyline
como
and plot.
escritora
I'm
lo
certainly
que es
not going to
crear un
complain about
mundo
more
como el
story.
de
I don't
Anthem
think
desde el
anybody out there
principio.
is going to either. So Kathleen, I wanted to ask you, from a writing perspective, since you are the lead writer, can you speak to what it's like
Dice
to
que vamos,
create
que
a
en lo que
new
se
world
basa
like Anthem
es
from the beginning?
que es en que están creando un mundo misterioso e interesante para los jugadores. Entonces dice que este mundo fue creado por los dioses y que dejaron atrás herramientas.
But the gods left behind their massive tools, and those tools are in constant conflict with this unknowable force
tormentas
called the
violentas,
anthem of
monstruos
creation.
peligrosos
And
que
the
van
chaos of
cambiando
those
el
things
mundo.
pushing against each other means that the world is constantly being reshaped in new and unpredictable ways.
Yeah, violent storms, mutated creatures, gigantic monsters. It's a dangerous environment
Que
that
la
you need
gente a
to
veces
wear
no
a suit
piensa en
powered
la
armor, a
enorme
javelin,
cantidad de trabajo
to
que
be
lleva
safe in.
Now, something I think a lot of
crear una
players
nueva
out there
IP como
maybe
esta,
don't stop to
a ver
think
cuál
about
es el proceso.
is just
Y
how
dice,
much
hombre, esto es algo que hemos
work goes
hecho
into
algunas veces
creating
ya
a new
en
intellectual
BioWare.
property or IP, as we've been saying. Now, we've seen all these different creatures, and Mark, you mentioned the storms. What's the process of creating a game like from scratch?
Lo que pensamos
it's
es
something we've done a few times at BioWare.
que son las experiencias que queremos
and really the hardest part is getting
que
it
disfruten
started,
nuestros
just kind of getting
jugadores.
off the blank page. So what we try to do
Así
is
es
we
como
think about the
empiezan,
new
¿no?
experiences that we're trying to unlock for players. So like, what is the fantasy fulfillment? What are the new things you actually get to go and do that are different from what you played before?
Lo bueno es que tienes la oportunidad de crear un universo entero pensado para crear una nueva experiencia de
the
juego.
power of creating new IP, especially for games, is that you actually get to build a whole fictional universe that's meant to bring out a certain experience. And then once we do that, then we still need to build all the rest of the stuff, and what unlocks us creatively is to think about like principles around art style, tone, and even the technology and the politics of our new world.
Que bueno, que uno de los grandes desafíos es hacer que el mundo parezca tan vivo, que hay tantas tormentas y elementos, ¿no?
An experience that's meant to feel alive,
Me
like
recuerda
it's
un rollo
happening
tipo
right
que es
now.
lo que
And
se
so
va
the world is always changing,
estandarizar en
whether
los mundos
the
abiertos, tipo Zelda.
storms, seasons, and it's a really great
Breath of the Wild,
concept
¿no?
to
Que
write
tenía
for, because what it means is it gives us the opportunity to drop
fenómenos
into the
meteorológicos que
world
podía
almost in
estar,
real time, a dramatic event that
te
changes the
encuentras con una
world for
tormenta,
everyone. And that could be anything from
tienes que tener
gameplay
cuidado con
to
los
lore.
rayos, quitarte las cosas metálicas.
I mean, all of the moving parts in the dynamic
utilizarlas a tu
world
favor, tirarle
sound
una
really
espada
cool
y
the way that
ponerla al
they
lado de un
sound like
bicho
they're
para
going
que
to
le
come
caiga un
together.
rayo.
But even though there's obviously a lot going on, it really all comes back to your character. So let's talk about who we're going to be playing as and why we're fighting this crazy beast.
So you are a
vamos, para vivir en este mundo porque el mundo te mata, si no.
These Javelin exosuits. And you need those suits to survive and fight in this world because the world will kill you. But on top of that, our ancient rivals, the Dominion, they've discovered a way they think to weaponize the anthem of creation, and so
que el nombre oficial de los trajes son los es Javelin y que hay 4 tipos, el explorador, el coloso, el interceptor
Is it a
y
suit?
el
Is it a javelin? Like what's the canon term here?
We call them javelins,
Esto es
and there are
muy Destiny.
And they each have unique abilities. There's the Ranger, and then there's the Colossus, the Interceptor, and finally the Storm.
Tú no eres tu traje.
So each javelin gives you a different way to play the game. But the thing to remember is, like Captain said, you're not your suit. You are a freelancer, a pilot, which means you can decide which suit you want to use based on your mood, based on the mission you want to engage in, or the javelins that your friends are using. So really what this allows us to do is we've built the suits to look like they're built from the materials of the world. So they each have their own unique abilities. So let's take a look at the Ranger now. The Ranger is a more generalized suit, able to do a lot of different things, really designed for up-close and personal combat, one-on-one for the most part.
Hola chicos.
The Colossus is heavier, more specialized, but able to really pack in big weapons that let them devastate the battlefield.
Vale. Pues está muy chulo.
¿Qué juego es este?
I'm just going to say the Storm looks like it's going to be my favorite. I'm sure you guys out there are picking your faves right now too. So the javelins look awesome.
Vale,
we're going to take a couple questions right now. ABC tweeted, some of you may have seen, asking for people out there to send us your questions. And the first one is going to be from It's Sweet Nicole, who asks, as a player who is all about making their character their own, what kind of customization options will be available in
¿cuánta
Anthem?
personalización voy a
So we really
tener
want
como
players to
jugador
express
si quiero
themselves
crearme
both
un
through
personaje
customizing
desde
the way
cero?
their javelin plays, through gear and weapons, but also being able to
que mucha,
personalize the way that
que
it
lo vas a
looks,
usar mucho tiempo y que quieren que de verdad puedas
changing the actual
personalizarlo para que
geometry of the
sea
suit itself.
útil.
We want teams to be able to do this as well. And because you're going to be using a javelin for a long period of time, we really want you to be able to make it your own.
Sí, vamos a tener cosméticos que vas a poder comprar, no hay loot boxes, y no se puede, no hay pay to win, dice.
Yeah, so
no se
we
puede
are going to have some
por
cosmetics and
tener,
vanity items that you'll be able to purchase, but you're always going to know what you're going to buy before you spend any money on it. So no loot boxes, no ability to pay for power. So that means no ability to spend money on gameplay advantage at all within Anthem. But even more important than that, we want to make sure that Anthem is an immersive experience that feels like it's complete from the get-go.
Estoy contenta de que hayáis dicho que puedo hacer que mi Javelin sea rosa.
To provide new content for a long period of time, new story, new experiences for everyone.
Well, I'm glad to hear that I can make my Javelin pink. That's really all I wanted to know, I'm going to be honest. All right, Casey. We talked earlier about this being a co-op experience. So can you tell me a little bit about how the team gameplay in Anthem is going to work?
Yeah, it really is about, you know, the fun of teaming up as a team of superheroes and working together.
Yo lo único que digo es que este juego no parece de BioWare.
I think here we're going to see the Colossus, you know, just hammering people on the ground.
BioWare es un estudio que siempre ha sido famoso por
heavy artillery,
sus historias
really
y campañas,
strong, you know, in melee combat.
No,
and then here you've got the Ranger shooting down from above, and then they're using combos and special abilities and stuff like that. But what I love is you don't just run around, you're swimming and flying as well.
So it's interesting because at the Snake Challenge wants to know, how will you balance multiplayer with single-player storytelling?
So Anthem's really built around trying to combine the impact of having your own personal story with the fun of playing with other players. But we really want to make sure that that playing with other people feels like a choice. Right? People that want to just experience the story, you're going to be able to do that. Now, going out into an open world like this by yourself is going to be a little bit more challenging than if the team of 4 people. And we've really tried to balance the co-op experience to be fun even for people that don't normally engage in this kind of thing. So I really hope that everyone at least gives co-op a try.
Okay, that's good to know. If you want to roll solo, you can, but it's just going to be a little bit more difficult. Well, I know you all are on the edges of your seats. How about we show a little gameplay? Yeah? You guys want that? All right, so Kathleen, I think you're going to set this up for us?
I will. So, you and your friends have decided to play a mission called Scars and Villainy. The Scars have put together an acid-based super weapon, so you got to take them out. So you start in the Strider, which is like a giant walker, and it's your forward base of operations. You have a conversation with your crew, Halleck, Faye, and Owen, and you'll hear Owen. He's going to talk us through the mission as we experience it here. And yeah, then you just get into your Javelin suit and you head out with your friends.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Mark, Casey, Kathleen, for talking to me about Anthem today. We're going to go ahead and roll the gameplay now. Enjoy, everybody.
Vamos a ver el gameplay.
Bueno, no tiene pinta. ¿Puede tanto hablar?
Pues...
Bueno,
a ver...
Freelancer, time to get to work.
Faye said these bastards made some kind of acid. They're using it as a weapon. So, find where they're making this garbage and shut it all down.
Ese gameplay.
Sí.
Owen, what's the plan here?
Picking up loads of scars nearby. Take a look around the area, but be careful.
Hola, hola.
Hola, José.
Os he estado viendo ya por YouTube.
Right. Checking out the Scar camp some more.
Look at all the weapons! Oh, and the turrets! Better move quickly.
Aquí se han revelado más con el Battlefield 5.
Sí. Ha mejorado un montón.
Lo he echado para atrás para verlo porque eso me lo había perdido cuando llego yo, ya había empezado. Y, jolín, sí, la cosa cambia.
Mañana más, ojo.
Ah, mañana más.
Mañana nos enseñan más la conferencia de Microsoft.
Ah, bueno. Vamos a ver.
Este juego se presentó en la conferencia de Microsoft, ¿no? El año pasado, ¿no?
Sí.
Y el año que viene también lo vamos a ver.
There's a shaker relic. Wait, something's odd. Get a closer look, would you? See those radiant pieces of energy? They're echoes from the Anthem of Creation.
A calentar, que me toca jugar.
Loads of scars nearby. Be careful.
Me voy a echar un par de partiditas.
Venga, tío.
Esto es lo que esto es gameplay a media. Han cortado, he puesto las escenas más chulas.
Sí, a ver, yo es que no sé ni si diría así, que es gameplay real, o sea, está todo preparado. O sea, el juego tiene pinta de que todavía está en una fase muy early, entonces, aunque todo esto, yo creo que esto ya es el juego en sí, pero probablemente hayan preparado el gameplay en sí con mucho script, vamos, entonces yo creo que sí que esto sí que sirve para hacerse una idea de cómo va a ser.
What the hell was that?
I think
nivel gráfico
that was whatever laid all the eggs around here. The sound came from below.
Sí, pero yo creo que ha habido yo veo un downgrade desde lo del año pasado.
On the plus side, this definitely
Cual
comes to what has it.
me hace pensar que
There's a trail of this acid gunk leading down.
gameplay
Follow it.
real.
We should find the source.
Lo del año pasado era una bestialidad, desde luego. Recuerdo cuando estaba en la tormenta, todos los árboles, todas las partículas, era muy bestia, vamos. Para que eso fuera fluido en una PlayStation 4, por ejemplo.
No sé, yo lo que digo es que me parece que un estudio como BioWare, que hace juegos basados en las historias y tal, está haciendo este juego, que para mí es desaprovechar un poco su talento. Habrá que ver qué historias meten en el juego, pero vamos, que tiene pinta de que vayan a tirar por ahí. Y yo creo que les puede salir caro, porque el público de BioWare de toda la vida no es este.
Of the full demo that we brought here to LA, so if you want to come by the Anthem Theater here at EA Play, you can check out the game live.
So I'm sure the question on everyone's minds, when do we get to play?
So Anthem comes out February 22nd, 2019 on Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
So mark your calendars, everybody. Fire off your tweets. Thank you so much again to Casey and the entire BioWare team. I know you guys have that awesome theater outside, so I will see you guys there.
Right.
Give it up for Casey Hudson, everybody.
Yo pensaba que iba a ir para más tarde.
El 1 de febrero.
I also want to give a big thank you to all of the developers who showcased their games today and everybody working hard at their studios back home around the world. Let's give them all a round of applause. Now, some of what you saw today, you guys have to wait to play. But you guys, EA has so much available right now. Now, for those of you keeping score, you can get your free trial of FIFA 18's World Cup today. And Andrew told us about the free trial of Origin Access. Yarny is back with a buddy in Unravel 2, which is also available today. Plus, you can take on your friends in Command & Conquer Rivals starting today.
Que sigamos viendo porque van a jugar el torneo de FIFA 18 World Cup. Bueno, entonces yo creo que no.
I get it. So, I want to let you guys know to keep your streams going because in just a few moments, the FIFA 18 World Cup live tournament is going to begin. I'm going to head outside and check out the games, but I want to thank everybody for coming down to EA Play today and watching the press conference, and have a great weekend.
Está bien. Está bien. Yo todavía tengo pendiente de ver qué nos enseña Ubisoft porque el Beyond Good and Evil quiero ver qué narices enseñan. El Assassin's Creed no es que sea mi pasión, pero bueno, parece que puede estar chulo y luego las de Sony y Microsoft. Bueno, Bethesda es que está un poco de capa caída, yo espero que den algo sobre la mesa.
el nuevo Elder Scrolls no está todo el mundo esperando. Hay rumores de que sí, de que no.
De momento van tirando con el Fallout este que no han anunciado, pero no sé, yo creo que tendrían que empezar a sacar algo del Elder Scrolls.
Hi guys, my name is True Boy. Welcome back to the stream. Now, I know the FIFA 19 was exciting. We saw that trailer. Champions League is
esta
coming to
conferencia del E3, agradecer a Enrique y a Pedro que han estado aquí, a todos los que estáis en el chat. Y bueno, me quedo con lo del Battlefield 5, lo del Battlefront 2. Me ha gustado lo del Unravel ese, el Unravel 2. El juego indie este también tiene buena pinta. La verdad es que no ha estado nada mal. Yo la verdad es que me ha gustado. Y el Ascent me ha gustado algunas cosas y otras cosas me ha dejado como pero otras cosas me ha gustado. Así que
a mí me ha sorprendido la fecha de lance. Pues en los últimos años se ve que anuncia un juego y no sale hasta los 3-4 años después. Me ha sorprendido que saliera de un año para otro.
Yo me lo esperaba más tarde, pero bueno, bien.
Sí, yo también.
Bien.
No, pero si os dais cuenta, EA no suele hacer eso, porque EA siempre tiene algún juego interesante todos los años, como es una distribuidora bastante grande, y no necesita grandes cabezas de que mostrar, porque ya suele tener alguna. No es como Ubisoft, pues que si te saca un Assassin's Creed todos los años, pues ya sabes que va a haber Assassin's Creed, pero aparte del Assassin's Creed, Ubisoft no suele sacar tampoco ningún gran pelotazo. Entonces, pues en el momento en el que vieron que estaban haciendo el Beyond Good and Evil, dijeron, venga, pues lo anunciamos, y 20 años más tarde todavía no ha salido. Suele ser así, creo.
Bueno, pues nada, pues chavales, que ha estado guay. Nos vemos en un ratillo, ¿no?
Pues sí, en un ratillo nos vemos.
Venga, pues Enrique, Pedro, nos vemos.
Hasta luego.